Evening, guys. I'll just wait for everybody to come on. As you know, when I do these videos, it takes a while for people actually to get on and listen to me. So when I start seeing the comments and it starts climbing the numbers, I'll get to down to the live feed. Good evening, all biking community. I have far more people now that's joining in because this campaign's starting to go, and people are starting to listen to it all over. We all know that it's going now viral. The posts are going viral. It's going all over, not only the UK now, but it's reaching across the pond and it's going out through Europe. I've had that confirmation today off my team. So obviously we're getting out there. I've got people all over. I mean, literally all over. I can't get through 50-odd thousand messages. It's just horrendous. But basically, guys, we're starting to get it out there. As you can see from the post, it's in the description from going on this live. It does say for our biking community, as I'm live now, you need to share. I'll explain everything, but you need to start sharing. Hit the share button now. We're starting to listen. This campaign is, I'm a lot better tonight. Obviously, that rocked me last night. It rocked me about Violet Grace. I have been in talk with the family. I'll just go through a few things in a second with you guys. I just wanted to say good evening. I'm back. I'm fighting, and I'm going to do this for Chelsea, and I'm also going to do this Violet Grace, and I'm also going to do this for the biking community. You saw how emotional I was last night. It rocked me. I had to turn my phone off after it. I had to go to bed. I had to sleep. As you can see, I'm more aware now, and I'm just going to get this done. So there's a lot of people out there asking questions. What does he actually want to do when he changes the law? When he gets the signatures, the 100,000 signatures, and I will get them, because I'm passionate. But what do I want to do when I change the law? Okay. Let's just go through a few things first. I'll tell you what's happened for me today. I'll tell you what I'm going forward. I'm having a lot of people asking me loads of questions, various different things, but I'll go through it with you. So the first thing I want to mention, basically, I'm trying to make the roads safer for our biking community because we're vulnerable. So just to go over all ground, a lot of you will know this, but there's a lot more new people joining. I have to explain it, guys, because my PA and my legal team are getting fired questions all the time. What's he trying to achieve? Okay. I love everybody on two wheels. I'm very passionate about the biking community, and my campaign is all about that. The slush fund that's going to be set up is going to be helping families, whether you have an accident, whether someone has been killed, and I want to sort the funeral out. Everybody knows about the slush fund. That's what I want to do, and it's Rawson Riders organisation. Okay, you all know that. Now, hit and run drivers. You all know where this come from. You all know that it started from Matty being knocked off his bike. Still haven't found the driver. I've found things for other people. Do you remember me explaining quite a few weeks ago that 3 bikes got stolen from a biker who does it as a professional and teaches people to come onto our roads? We've now recovered all 3 of those bikes, all 3 of them. And I've been to see him today, and I've actually found the culprit. So, that being said, that's good news. So, hit and runs. Okay. The reason why people are getting away and just getting, I've heard so many comments about when a hit and run comes, they've gone to court. We all know the police's view on it. They're just not bothered. Like I said, we had a green light for that funeral the other day. That's what we was told. And then you all heard the video. It's got loads of views about them saying, oh, well, you know, she were in the right and, you know, we couldn't do nothing. It was horrendous. It was horrendous. I'm sorry, but I have to say it. They don't want to know. Whether they're there with the green vests on and whether they're there with the bikes, they don't give a crap about us bikers. It's as simple as that. It proved it the other day. So, hit and run drivers, right? They're getting away with it. When I get 100,000 signatures, this is one of the things that I'm going to change. Minimum sentence will be manslaughter. Minimum. Not a slap on the wrist, not 6 months. We're human beings, right? We share the roads. End of story. No more. Bikers are at risk all the time. We all know the consequences. So stiffer sentences for those hit and run drivers that think they can leave bikers for dead. Minimum 10 years. Manslaughter charge. That is what I want implicated. Right. The second thing, you have a theory test when car drivers go on the road. We all know bikers have to jump through hoops to get to various CCs. If your family's rich and you've just passed your test and you've got no road experience, You can buy your son a Lamborghini at 17 and say, there you go, on your road. Get on the road, son. Go and pick your girlfriend up. Hasn't got a clue about any road sense. He's just passed his test. But because they're rich, there's a flash car for you. Go and kill yourself. So it's even safety for them. Because when they go out on the road, they have no experience. They've no experience. They're not biker aware. They're on the road in a fast car showing off. Next thing, a biker's down. He's killed. All because nobody has educated him about bikers. We need more biker awareness. It's as simple as that. I'm having messages all the time turning around saying to me, well, you know, I agree with what you're saying. We need this sorting out because not a lot of people, I'm hearing of people cutting up. I ride on the road myself. I know what it's about. I know that people don't look, and this is why people have got killed. I can't go into detail, guys, but I'm telling you now, it ain't that clear cut. That funeral I were at yesterday, it's the same thing. It's car drivers. They're at fault again. Someone's lost a life. They've gone. Now, so I want stiffer sentences. I want a test implicated in the law that changes that whenever now you're going on the road, they have to do a biker's awareness test. Sat at a computer like a theory test, but it's got bikes and everything about bikes in it, what to look for, what to expect, what to listen out for, checking your mirrors when you're in a car and not just pulling out. It's important. It will save lives. Bikers' lives matter. It's something that the government cannot deny, right? We're up against it because they don't feel for bikers. Brings me on to the next thing. So let me just explain. Stiffer sentences for hit and run drivers for our biking community because people are just being left for dead and it's out of order and they're getting either 6 months in a prison or if it's somebody elderly that's knocked you off and killed you and even if it's their fault, they're saying, you know, okay, you're elderly, all right, you know, it's just pulled out, it's a bike, not to worry, we'll just give you a slap on the wrist. No, 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 no. We are human beings, we're bikers, end of story. And before anybody says anything to me about being political, you're absolutely outrageous. I'm still hearing that groups out there are still turning around going, oh, I can't follow him because it's political. I don't even like politics. The only reason I'm doing this is to fight for our brothers and sisters all over the UK and all over the world. It's not just happening in this country because now I've got people all over the world saying I'm doing a fantastic job. Listen, it's a serious thing. You own a motorbike, that's it, we're vulnerable. The law has to change. Now, you can be ignorant to it all you want. You don't have to like me, but what you do have to do is make them roads and get behind me and make them safer and get these things in. These 100,000 signatures are going to save thousands and thousands of lives. That ain't me doing that. That's you guys doing it. So wake up. Stand up like I'm going to do now. Stand up for the biking community. Bang. That's me. I'm just one person. I'm stood up right now. Right? So forget all the ignorant people that turn around going, oh, well, you know, it's politics and it's this. What a load of rubbish. What a load of rubbish. Stand up for your rights. Right? I'm prepared to stand up for every single person that owns two wheels. And I'm still getting crap from the own biking community because they can't see past their own pig-headedness. Right? Oh, it's my group. Oh, it's this and that. Get a life, stop being stupid because you still have to go and ride your bike. Now, I'm a man of my word. When I say that I deal with families and deal with people and she's watching tonight, so I want you to all to show love arts for Chelsea's mum, the funeral I went to yesterday. I have just been on the phone with her. She's absolutely a beautiful lady. She's watching tonight. That was the 26-year-old girl that was wiped out by a driver that's not biker aware. There's legal things still going on. I want her to see all the love, showing that I've got drummed up the support and people are showing her the love right now. She's watching tonight. She's ringing me at 10 o'clock tonight to talk to me even more because what I'm about to announce, guys, is this. Chelsea's birthday, I've had permission off the family to say anything to help them. I'm a man of my word. Her birthday was the 20th of May, guys. And what I am doing now, apart from going through the campaign, apart from fighting the government, apart from changing laws, all safer, anyone who owns two wheels, you need to do this. So, but what I'm going to do now is I'm going to create a ride in her honour because it's like everybody else's people who's passed away, they get slapped on the wrist. This is why I want stiffer sentences. You'll think twice about knocking a biker off if you knew that you were getting 10 years and it was passed in law. I only need those 100,000 signatures. I only need people behind me, and these laws will be changed. So if you're up against me, or you're fighting me, or you don't want to do anything for the biking community, I'm still helping you. Because when I do it anyway, the rest of the UK and the rest of the world still wants change. All your voices will be heard. I keep saying it from day one. Doesn't matter if you're in the professional world. It doesn't matter if you're in just like me that rides on the road. You guys have to still ride bikes. It's as simple as that. Even if you're a professional racer, you do that. You still got to go home. You've got bikes at home because it's in your blood. You've got a passion. All these groups that I've got riders on, kicking people out of groups because, oh, they're not agreeing with it. How can you not agree with me? There's no way in the world, nobody, I said it on last video, you cannot turn around and have an argument against me. Not one of you can have an argument against me. It's as simple as that. Simple as that. If you own a bike and you're passionate about a bike, then 100% you have to get behind and sign. Stop being pig-headed and being ignorant to the roads. You've still got to use them, right? I've had car drivers, look at my posts on Facebook, I've had car drivers turn around to me and say, what you're doing is amazing. We all need to be aware. I'm behind you. I fully support you. Not even a biker, a car driver. So the message is getting out there. We all share the roads. We all need it safer, not just for bikers, for everybody, because everybody's pig-headed and they think it's their own personal racetrack. And then you get messages off the trolls saying, well, bikes race around. Well, I'm not being funny. Cars race around. Everybody races around. It's not the machine of the bike. It's not the car of the engine being on. It's the person behind it. And whatever you're in, if you're in a car, on a cycle, on a motorbike, you're always going to get that 1% that are pig-headed and they don't care about people's lives. Don't blame the machines. Blame the person on them, okay? Because the majority of the biking community are great, loving people. They would do out for anyone. Same with car drivers. There's a percentage. The pig-headedness in them communities, whether it's biking, whether it's cars, you're going to have people that try and spoil it for the rest of us. But there's people passionate in the biking world, there's people passionate on cycles, there's people passionate in the car world. And majority of them don't mind this, they're back in it. But again, you've got the odd 1%, and I call them the trolls. I call them that they're just absolutely pig-headed, and they keep going out there, and they keep killing people, and I've had enough. So if you don't know what I'm about, bring yourself up to speed, get on my Facebook, look through all the videos, see the emotion I put in, knowing that I'm 100%. If I say I'm going to look after a family, I'll look after a family. Chelsea's mum, Debbie, hiya, sweetheart. Thank you very much for calling me, and I'll speak to you at 10 o'clock tonight. See you guys. And I spoke to her brother for 45 minutes tonight as well, Anthony. Mike, will you help me? Will you come and see me? Will you? Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Because why? They're a biking family. Not just because Chelsea's now gone, because they're a biking family as well. 100% behind him, 100%, and I will help him. I'm a man of my word, and you all know it. So, other things that's happened. So, I've mentioned the new ride. I'm going to do a ride now, and it's going to go from Squires up to Chelsea's mum's cafe, where we can all park up, have a cup of tea, and it's going to become an annual ride. I just want to see a load of likes if you think that you would join me on that ride. As I say, her mum's watching tonight. It'd be absolutely amazing if we could do that. We all like going out and getting on our bikes. So that'll be an annual event, but I'll do more of that later. I'm speaking to her mum tonight. Thank you very much for the love arts for her. She will absolutely love that. Just put yourself in her position. Bad. Really upset me last night. So yeah, stiffer sentences. This can't go on. We have to change the law on this. I want more awareness for car drivers. They have to take some sort of a course. If we have to jump through hoops to get to different CCs, it's only fair that they jump through a hoop and they have to take a car like theory to let them know that what bikers are around. We're sharing the roads, that's it, can't go on. We can't keep having deaths, we can't keep having injuries through people not knowing what's going on and what bikes are allowed to do on the road. There's a lot of people out there in cars, which is an absolute killing machine, that I've got no clue. So it has to happen because it will make the road safer for everybody, no matter who you ride with, no matter what group you're in. Fact. Nobody can say anything because it's fact. Right, the button for the charity page, and for you to put donations in, I've been offered money all over and people are wanting to donate. Guys, that will be up and running within 2 weeks. I'm going through a lot of red tape. We're on with a bank manager. We're sorting that out because obviously I've been on the phone today. My legal team are now on it. And basically what's going to happen is I've phoned up the bank and I've told them it's a foundation page. I don't want to be able to take any money out of it. I don't want to be able to put any money into my bank. I don't want it totally separate from that. I just want it where I have to ring you up, and if I say you have to pay a funeral at this amount, then you do it. As head of the foundation, and that's it. But I can't physically take money out of it. That will all be up and running within 2 weeks, guys, and it's a bikers pot for the whole bikers. If you've got 2 wheels, that pot is there. Anything happens, whether you're up Newcastle, whether you're up Scotland, whether you're in England, whether you're in Ireland, whether you're in Wales, if there's anybody injured, they can't pay the mortgage, I can phone the bank and say, can I pay this mortgage, or can I pay this for a bikie family, blah, 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 blah. And they will just crack on and they will do it. The bank goes, they just transfer the biker's pot to them. So that's what I'm on with. Very passionate about that, guys. I want to help you lot out there. Whether you believe me or not, that's fact. So I've been on with that. That's going to be 2 weeks away. Now, I'm going to mention a protest ride, but hang fire. Hang fire. I'm going to give the chance now of the media to now contact me, and it needs to go up another level. And I'm telling you now, if they don't respond, I know we were going down to London with the signatures. Oh, no. What I've got planned will shut down London. Nobody will be if they don't listen, nobody's going to get in and nobody's going to get out. And we're going to do the bikers, and I'm telling you now, the whole world will watch. And we will have to, we'll just block. I'm not going to say where it is, but we'll just block. They won't be able to get freight in there. They won't be able to get anything in. The country will come to a standstill. Trust me when I say this, and I am not bothered about the police. I don't care about the government. I am telling you now, I'll care about them when they care about our biking community. Don't underestimate me. If you do not start reporting on this story, what I'm trying to do, and help the biking community, then I promise you now, I will do this protest ride. I will announce the protest ride on the next. I'll give it another 2-3 weeks. I'll give them chance. But if I get nothing from that, then be prepared, people. I need you to come out, because this is when they will listen and they'll just go, what the hell's going on? That's when it'll be explained. But a protest ride is going to happen. I'm telling you now, you've got 3 weeks. 3 weeks to respond. You do not respond, you're not going to shut our voices up anymore for our biking community. No way. I want to get every single biker out. We're going to block a certain place. I'll announce it as and when we're ready to go. As I'm going up and down the country on my own and doing it on my own, and I get signatures, get behind me, because I'm going to tell you, not on here, exactly what road I'm blocking. So if you know I'm coming to an area near you, turn up, because you're going to want to turn up, because I'm going to announce it there and then, so the media can't alert the police or the government to where it's going to happen anywhere in the UK. But trust me when I tell you, it's going to mess up the whole country. It'll come to a standstill. There'll be helicopters in the air. They'll be looking down at the bikers. It'll be all over the news because you're not wanting to report on the biking community because you don't give a crap about them. Well, I do. And I'm going to make sure that everybody listens. Everybody listens. And I'm going to help the biking community. And they're going to help me. And we're going to do this. Right. That's that. Capital Radio. Shame on you. Just like the police. They talk crap. So, cut a long story short, we went to the radio station. Matty were outside. We go in. They were being all nice after the live feed. It's amazing when you do a live feed and you've got that many followers that, you know, they just come out and start treating you. Would you like a coffee? Would you be nice? Crawling up your ass, you know what I mean? So, I've asked before I go on this live feed tonight, because they've rang me. I said, you said we was going on Saturday. Oh, no, they shouldn't have told you that. Okay, you said you were going on Monday. I've told everybody all over the UK, the radio stations, because that's what you told me. Oh, well, you know, I said it's a campaign. You was going to run alongside the campaign. You was always going to put it out there to the people of Yorkshire and all over the UK. Well, can you just explain to me, please, what's actually going on? Because I like to be straight, and I'm not covered with red tape. It's freedom of speech. I'd like to know what, for the biking community, exactly when it's going out, what it's doing, because some people have to ride all weathers because it's the only means of transport. So can you please tell me? Do you know what she said? oh, it'll be on this Friday, and it's in the morning on the news bulletin. And then that's at 6 o'clock, Mr. Rawson. And then at 12 o'clock, Mr. Rawson, that'll be it then. And I said, oh, right, okay, so it's 6 till 12 every day for the rest of the time. I said, thank you so much. No, it's from 6 o'clock just till 12 o'clock on Friday, and then it's done. You what? It's done? No wonder we're up against it when you've got people like that. So Capital Radio, I'm naming and shaming you. And I don't care. Try suing me. I've got fuck all. So do what you've got to do. I just hope your listeners don't bother, because it's absolutely outrageous. You shouldn't give information and saying something about somebody and then go retracting on it. And I'll tell you why. Because you don't obviously like bikers. Is that what it is? You're trying to stop it getting out there. Oh, let's hush it up. Let's just give him a little thing. Keep him quiet. No. You ain't keeping me quiet. Not on your Nelly. And before I go on any further, and you will all know this, you'll all know it. Evening, Prime Minister. I'm certainly on my way to see you. Oh, yes, I am. You get looking at this face, because you'll soon know who I am when I get there. Knocking on the door when you see on telly all nice and polite. You'll be getting a boom, 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 boom. Wake up, I'm here. So, you think I won't do it? I'm telling you, TV cameras all over the world, I'll be banging on that door. Believe me. Let's see an officer try and stop me walking to that door with me signatures. Oh, not on your Nelly. Get out of my way, you clown. Biking community, I'm fighting for you. I ain't come this far to be knocked down. I ain't come this far to fight for people who's getting killed. The government, you should be ashamed of yourself. You're a government. You're in there on a voting system. Half of your voters that have got you in there sat on that chair in your ass is the biking community. They voted for Labour. They voted for various parties. And you've got in there, you're getting your salary, and then you think, bugger them voters. Who gives a shit about bikers? Just another dead one. Well, I nearly swore. Half the people in this country, all them bike clubs and various people in the biking community have not only put you there, but they do so much for charity, and it's unheard of. So much. The biking community have done far more than what people know. Far more. And they don't do nothing. They don't care. The radio station, what we got? 3-4 hours? Is that it? 3-4 hours? I turned round to her on here tonight and I said, I'll tell you something. I said, can you tell me what's more important than bikers' lives? Bikers' lives. Do you know what she said? Brexit. Fucking Brexit! That's more important than people's bloody lives. Are you having a laugh? So they want to report on Brexit and they don't care about people dying? Don't you get me started. So, I'll give you something to think about, shall I? The radio stations and the TV land of this world and all the government, all them arseholes. I'll give you something to think about. I'll bring the country to a standstill. You won't be talking about fucking Brexit then. And it's passion. I ain't swearing, it's passion, because you're starting to wind me up. Get ready. Evening, Prime Minister. I am on my way. I will shut that company down where you'll have no choice, because I know the routes, and I know what's going to affect the country more. And the biking community will do it. They want the voices heard. They want their voices heard, and I'm shouting it for them, and I will do it. So, that being said, I've mentioned capital. I've mentioned what implications I want for the stuff like that. The other thing I'm going to say, now, I'm just going to say it very quickly. Chelsea's mum and the brother, Anthony, could you please turn off the live feed from now? Please, because I have to say something and I don't want you to hear it. So can you please do that for me? Please, turn it off. Because I don't want to say it to the rest of the people with you still online. So please, for me, just come away from the phone now, because I'm nearly ending anyway, but I need you to just stop and come off. I'll give it a few seconds, guys. So, Debbie, if you could please come off, I'll speak to you at 10. Anthony, please don't watch it. You was upset on the phone tonight. I need you to come off. Please come off. Please, for me, come off. I need to speak to the rest of the people. There's no way knowing if he's come off, but I just hope they've listened to me. Right, okay, guys, I'm hoping that they've gone off, but I will talk to her later if she does end up hearing it, but I don't want her to, so that's why I've asked. I think the way I've talked to her and spoke to her and been there for the family, I think they will come off. Right, okay. Hull in Yorkshire. I'm going to name and shame a guy, and I've got his name, and I don't care. You do not laugh out loud and say boring, boring, boring on a message to a girl that's just lost her fucking life. You parasite. You absolute parasite. And when I say your name now, I don't care what happens to you because you're bang out of order. You should have thought it through before you say anything, okay? Now then, and I don't care. I'm not bothered if the police come at me and say, you shouldn't have said his name. I don't care. You don't laugh at someone being killed. Oh, and you're a car driver as well. You're not even a biker. You think it's funny to laugh. You watched that video and laughed and went, dickhead, boring, boring, boring. I'll show you, mate. I've got more things to do right now because I've got a campaign to fight for the rest of the community. But I'm telling you now, you're a keyboard warrior, but you've just made the biggest mistake of your life. Are you ready for his name? Michael Hood from Hull in Yorkshire. I hope someone watching this video knows you, my friend. You shouldn't have done what you done. I've had to stop someone coming round there today to grab you. I've had to stop them. And do you know why I stopped him? Because I don't want a parasite like you stopping anything with the campaign. But I'm telling you now, my friend, when it's all over, silly, very silly. You don't do that. And this is the message I'm trying to get out there. And you're a car driver, and that's your attitude towards a biker, is it? So you're dangerous then. You're dangerous. We get called as a biking community, but that's even worse. You're crazy. We know we're good. We're a good family, and we love our own, and that's what I'm doing this for. You don't do that, and you think it's funny, and say boring, boring, and laughing. You haven't just done it though for that little girl, have you? For that girl at the funeral I was at yesterday. You haven't just done it for that, have you? You've said something else and laughed at something else. I'm not going to say it because I don't want the family to be upset about it. But I've been going on about another thing that really touched me heart, haven't I, people? Love Arts, if you know who I'm referring to without saying it. I'll wait for the Love Arts. Who do you think I'm talking about, people? Think about all the videos. Who else is I've got a problem with and it touched me heart? Who do you think? A few of you are getting it. You know, going that way. Yeah, you're getting it. Yeah. So you think it's funny to laugh, do you, of a little girl? Whether you meant to do it or not, I've had a phone call today and they said, please let us go around there. And I said, no, don't do it because you're going to scupper everything what we're working towards. But I'll be honest with you, that's as much as what you saw last night, my friend. That's broke my heart. You can't do that. You cannot. If that's your attitude and you're behind a wheel of a car, you're a very, very, very dangerous man. A very dangerous man. The biking community has to stand up. They have to be heard and listen. Love me or hate me, I don't care. I'm not interested. I'm not bothered. I don't care. The only thing I care about is the biking community. And I'm telling you, I will get this done. You can have your doubters out there, but if you go through every video and watch from what I've been doing, you bet against me. Go to the bookies and bet against me. Because I'm telling you now, there's only going to be one winner. Me. Every single person on two wheels that rides a bike, I love, literally love. Even the ones that say, oh, I'm not bothered, just whatever. You're probably saying that because you're probably thinking in the back of your mind, this one guy's not going to do it. Who's he? Watch all the videos, then you'll see who he is. Because I'm telling you now, you're all underestimating me. But you're wrong. You are absolutely wrong. Because there's more than these live feeds. There's more than this. I'm working tirelessly, right? I've even, one day last week, had an ambulance here because I was exhausted. And I told you that. And I did say I was going to tell you something else. So, that car driver, idiot. Whatever comes your way, it's your fault. Now, I had a phone call today, people, and it was anonymous, and it was a voice, and this voice said, absolutely agree with what you're doing. We are behind you, and we congratulate you on your quest. Keep the fight going. Me and my brother are bikers. And the phone went down. Who do you think that was? Rack your brains. I can't say it. I can't say who I think it is. I can't say it. But apparently, there's a pair of brothers out there that love bikes. Think of the words. We congratulate you on your quest. Keep going. They spoke a little bit posh. I'm not saying nothing else. So there you go. All right? And yet you've got people in your own biking community being idiots. And then you've got other people. And I'm not saying who it is. I don't know. Because there could be a lot of, I don't know, could there be a lot of trouble? I don't know. I ain't got a clue. All I'm saying is there's people starting to back. And it's going up like that. So, that being said, I'll leave that to your imagination. Because I really don't know. I don't know. I'm just telling you what I've been told on the phone call. Yes, I've just seen a shock emoji. Yeah, I was shocked too. So if you think you've got who I'm talking about, right? If that's who I think it is, they've spoken to me today. And I'll tell you what, I didn't know they were bikers. But I'll tell you what, take me out off, fair play. And thank you very much if you're watching. I don't think you will be. I think it would be on another name if you was. But there you go, people. Just goes to show, doesn't it? So that being said, I think I've covered about everything now. Michael Hood laughing at the two funerals. Right, okay, he's just a troll's keyboard warrior. He's an idiot anyway. Yeah, radio station, shame on them. They're not prepared. The media don't want to listen, but don't worry about it. I'll fight for the biking community. I'm coming up and down the country. I love each and every one of you, wherever I'm going to be booked. All I ask is that you come out in force, come and say hello. I don't bite. I'm a nice guy. End of the day, I'm not bothered. And if I hit a community near you and the odd trolls there, you know, who's against and everything, nobody could be against me. But just let's say if there is, come and see me. Come and see me. Stand in front of me and call any biker. Call any biker. Come and stand in front of me and call any biker. And the funerals and things like that and the biking community, and you're not going to want what's best for him. I won't want to hear it, because at the end of the day, whatever you ask me, whatever you say to me, I can guarantee I can make you sign a signature. Now, you see, all of you then thought, oh, he's on about, you'll get the troll, oh, he thinks he's tough. And no, I don't. I'm just passionate about the biking community. Never once have I said I thought I was tough. That's not what it's about. What it's about is passionate for the biking community. All I'm saying is if I met these trolls, I can convince them to sign. Because you cannot, if you know about bikes and you're driving, if you go on that road, it's not even about the biking community. If you go on that road, right, and you drive a car or you use that road for whatever reason, you can't come at me for nothing, because the roads need to be safer, and that's fact. That's fact. What do I want to change? Stiffer sentences. You can't knock people off the bikes, kill them, and think it's all right to drive away. You'd think twice if you knew that it was 10 years mandatory. You wouldn't do. You'd be thinking, oh, a biker aware. Well, I ain't going to prison for 10 years. I know I would. That's one of the things. 2, another test to go into it so people are aware and future generations will be aware, right? And they're educated and they learn. And then you aren't going to get people cutting bikers up. They're going to realise that it's legal to filter. And you're not going to get people, instead of people cutting you in front, they're going to be pulling out the way. And they're going to be helping the biking community because the biker are aware. So that being said, guys, I'll be live 8 o'clock tomorrow night. As you know, I can't wait to come to Scotland. Thursday night, Mongo, I'll come and see you. You've asked me for loads of forms because you've apparently got thousands of bikers want to sign. That's what I like to hear, son. I'll be there on Thursday. You know what I'm all about now. If I say I'm going to be somewhere, I'm going to be somewhere. There's potentially, I'll see you Thursday, Mongo. G-Man, Barry Drummond, can't wait to see you guys. Mike Chandler for ringing me today. Nice chatting to you, mate. Debbie, I'll be talking to you at 10 o'clock. You know me, I'm a man of my word, and I'll talk to you after this live feed at 10 o'clock, Debbie. I don't care what time it is. You come and phone me, sweetheart. You've been through a traumatic time. That video of me being upset, Chelsea's mum turned around and said, I'm absolutely blown away from what you're doing for the biking community, and our Chelsea would have been proud. And do you know what? That's all it's about. That for me is fantastic. Violet Grace, I'm going to be doing that ride 16th March. I'm going to be there for the family. I'm going to help support them as well. I just want to get this charity up and running, guys, because then not only am I practicing what I'm preaching, but I'm helping people. I know that people are offering money. I know where I go, they're saying, would you take this? The Bristol Sevens did it. I can't take money, guys. It is a charity. We have to wait for the button to be activated. It'll be in 2 weeks' time from today. 2 weeks' time, you'll be able to go onto Rawson's Ride Foundation and the donate button will be there. You can put that money that you offered me, that nearly £750 the Bristol Sevens offered. You can put that straight in, guys. Thanks very much to all of you down there. You made me feel very welcome. I will be coming to Liverpool. I will be going to Manchester. I will be going to Norwich. I will be going to Wright's Cafe. I will be going to Ace Cafe. I will be going to Plymouth, Weymouth, Portsmouth. Obviously, this now, I've had a couple of days rest. As you can see, I'm very refreshed. I'm going to do it for the biking community. Share out of this video. I love you all. Colin Sedgwick, I'll see you on the 3rd to make you that cup of tea as I promised. And also, a gentleman has rang me from Blackpool and he said, I support what you're doing, but I can't, there's no one here. I'm just a 60-year-old man on my own. I'm in my house, and that's it. So I said, do me a favour. He said, what's that? He said, well, I wanted to meet you. I said, well, that's fine. Send me your address. And he went, excuse me? Send me your address and postcode, and I'll come over before I go Thursday. I'll come over. I'll come and see you, make you a cup of tea. Blown away. And guess what? I'm going to go. I'll give you might give you a nice little live, or I'll take some pictures to prove I was with him. And when I go live at 8 o'clock, I'll show you. I'm going to go and have a cup of tea with him. I'm going to travel from Leeds to Blackpool to go and have a cup of tea with him. That's what I'm going to do. Why? Because he's a biker and he's on his own. And if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. I'll travel all over. I'll travel anywhere to help someone. So I'm going to come and see him. That's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to do that before Thursday. Thursday, I'm in Sheffield. If anybody in Sheffield wants to come, I'm at Traveller's Rest. Come and see me there. Mongo, you'll get them forms, as promised, as you know by now. And then Friday, I'm off travelling up to Kilmarnock, and then to Ayr on Saturday to see all the people from Scotland, collecting signatures, and then I'm coming home. Then I'm in Bolton, near Lancashire. I'll be seeing the Blackpool guy. He's on his own. But one signature, I'll travel 80 miles for one signature. That's how passionate I am about the biking community. So I will go do that. I love you all. Share the hell out this video. Let's stand together. We stay together. We ride together. We stand together. Ride safe. Stay safe. I love each and every one of you. I've got your back. We'll do this. Evening, Prime Minister. See you soon. All right, guys, love every one of you. Take care. If I'm in a place near you and you know that I'm coming, show your support. Come out. Just the support of you behind me for what I'm doing. Come and show your support. Come and shake my hand. Whatever you want to do. And I'm there. As long as I'm getting signatures, that's it. I'm not bothered. So you're doing it for the biking community. You're not doing it for me. You're doing it for the biking community. Just remember, every signature you sign is saving a life. Every signature. Because what I've got to go when I hand the manifesto in is going to change lives. Not only for car drivers, for bikes and cyclists. So, guys, that being said, I love you all. Night, guys. And as you always know, I will read every single comment. Love you guys. Take care. And by the way, it's the highest I've been so far tonight. We're over 200. Respect. Respect. You're starting to take note. Love you all. Take care. Ride safe. Stay safe. Bye.